We bought a totaled truck from a salvage auction, completely online. No in-person check, no test drive. Just a few photos, a short description, and a lot of unknowns. It looked like a deal. But that's the thing about these auctions. You never really know what you're dragging home until it's already yours. It could be a steal, or it could be a total loss. There's a few $1,000s on the line here. And if it's worse than we think, there's no easy way out of this one.
So, not unexpected purchase, but kind of unexpected purchase. I honestly didn't want to buy this. Bought this truck for myself is what we're going to pick up. But I told the wife last night that I have to bid on it because it's like my second pick. I kind of like it. I wanted it last week and IAA no-sold it. It didn't bring enough. So I was like, I have to try to bid on it again this week, just in case. But I really want a 2020 or 2021. There's two coming up at the end of this week. Today's Tuesday, my local branch auction. So I went ahead and purchased this one, just in case the other two go too high. Now the 2020s and 2021s are still bringing good money wrecked. The 15 through 18s are still bringing quite a bit. I'll tell you what I paid for this if you stay tuned. But I said we'll go ahead and buy this one, and then we'll also try to buy a 20 or 21. And if we buy them all both, or if we buy all three of them, because there was 3 total this week, then we'll just sell what I don't want. So going to pick up my new truck, maybe, or maybe it'll be somebody else's new truck. Let's see what we got. All right, so waiting for the loader to come out. When I come here a minute ago, actually, I've left from what y'all seen pulling in because the financing hadn't gone through yet. So being a dealer, as most dealers, we floor a lot of our more expensive units. And that means that basically a bank totes the debt until we sell it. And as soon as we sell it, we pay the bank back. So if you're not familiar with flooring, it's kind of interesting because you can actually sell the vehicle as a dealer without actually owning the vehicle per se. So it's pretty cool. But when you're putting something on the floor plan, of course, it's kind of like a wire transfer. It has to go through. So I got here basically too fast and had to go back and kill some time at the shop. So now we're back again to finally get this thing loaded.
You run cars, or are you just picking up for yourself?
I'm picking up for myself.
Yeah.
Unless he's got a load going back, but even then, I don't see it being worth it.
Just to be away from the family so long, I don't think this is worth it.
Yeah, I want to be. I don't know how y'all do it. Like I just
back in like 2022, the money was there. I told my wife, yeah, I was up in Virginia, so she came up to see me. I was like, man, I'm about done. I can't do this no more. I've been driving too long. I'm over it.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. The older I get, the less I want to be away from home. Like,
man, you gotta get off the road so you can be home. You gotta get up.
My little girl about to turn 5. I was here to drag race, and amount of time that I spent from away from house. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I mean, if you got to do it, it is what it is. No, the back axle will pull out of it. It won't roll. That's why when I got to the shop out there, take the back up and take it off.
Right here, my device has wouldn't try.
Huh?
And my device has wouldn't try.
Hell no, the back axle is.
Broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Not
Okay.
no more.
All right.
They just made me sign the paperwork saying that they won't load in the center no more either.
That's so unsafe loading up the back. So that's great.
I was told that there were people looking for jobs.
Just leave it like that. So, new rule at IAA. I promise I know what I'm doing, but I do have a truck loaded backwards on my trailer. I have a truck loaded the unsafe way on my trailer because of IAA. So, obviously, they have changed the rules. I know everybody at the local branch, or I used to know a lot of them. The forklift driver I personally know. And he said he could not load, turn it around. They used to bring them out, drop them, turn them around, and put them on your trailer correctly. Correctly is with the engine over the tongue, so you have tongue weight. Said he could no longer do that because they changed the policy or whatever, where they won't allow you to load them like that no more. So I told him, I was like, dude, you're making my life extremely difficult, because now to get this off the trailer is going to be a whole different monster, because originally I was just going to pick the back up with the forklift and let the front wheels roll and slowly pull it off the trailer. And now I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe still pick the back up and let Eddie pull the trailer out from underneath it. We'll see here in a second. But yeah, their new policy is that they're not allowed to turn the vehicles around. So we unsafely have a truck loaded backwards on our trailer. Thank God I'm only 5 minutes away. Which surprisingly, even with the 2.7 EcoBoost on 35-inch mud tires, we're running 52. Oh, we do got some sway going on. Let's slow down. Okay, the truck detected the sway, slowed it down. That was pretty nice, because I know that if the trailer starts to sway, the only thing you can do is speed up. But the truck actually tightened it. As I say, it's loading. It was towing pretty good. That sway can get out of control really fast if you're not careful. Definitely not happy about this at all. If anybody works for IAA, watches my videos, I'm telling you right now, you're putting a lot of people's life at risk because of your stupid policy. So I guess we're going to maintain like 40 on the way back to the shop to be safe and not let that sway kick in again. So that's actually the first time I've ever felt that feature on the truck. I don't know if y'all have it turned on, but if not, the F-150, I'm sure other models do too, has the trailer sway control. Basically, I was in the middle of filming and was saying that we had a little bit of sway going on, but then it literally really fast started to wiggle itself quicker, and that was only 52 miles an hour. And it popped up on the dash that trailer sway has been detected, and it literally started pulling the brakes on the trailer brakes. Now you can also just manually grab your trailer brakes and put brakes on the trailer, not the truck, because that's just gonna irritate it even worse. You want to put brakes on the trailer, but it did it automatically and literally corrected it really fast. So that's a feature that I've never had to use because I've never really been put in this situation. I know better than to load a vehicle backwards, but that was actually nice to actually get to experience that feature. And now I definitely value that feature more than I did before that. All right, we're gonna try to see if we can pick this thing up. It's also locked, which is ridiculous. See if we can pick this thing up and get this axle back centered and get it off of this bedside so it doesn't destroy this bedside no more than it probably already has. Drive shaft is gone, I can see. Let's see here, I gotta figure out where I want to pick it up from. Pick it up from the trailer hitch. So we've popped the straps off the front and put some on the frame up here going back. That way the truck can't roll off the trailer. Now we should be able to take these off and lift the back up. Hit nothing. Don't really, well, I guess we are on the trailer hitch. Oh, the trailer hitch is built into the bumper on these trucks, so I'm not a huge fan of that. All right, let's see here. I know I'm sick of the stress that it's doing on this fender. All right, let's try to ratchet strap that forward. Dad should have stayed behind and filmed for me. Man. I think we gotta go higher than that. Oh, that leaf spring is bent all up too, so that's gonna fight us. Huh? Well, actually the shackle should swing around. Yeah. So Ed was literally, they locked the keys in. What did it say again? Or it went away. The dash literally
disabled it with the key.
Yeah, I wish I would have filmed that. So he was trying to Slim Jim it because somebody locked the keys in here. And it literally said switches inhibited security mode. So he was hitting the switches, but it wasn't doing anything. He had to hit the handle to get it out. This truck is super clean. Man, it's clean, dude. I'm thinking about keeping my seats out of my other truck, so I got leather. I don't know though. I don't hate the cloth at all, really. I don't understand why that rear end is not coming forward.
It's not what?
Why it's not just twisting forward. Like why it has so much pressure on it. Like I understand that the other side probably, the U-bolts are probably racked, but that shackle should swing forward. And this thing should come forward.
I mean,
I understand it's bent up there, but the shackle should roll forward.
the geometry of how that thing's bent up.
it in park?
Yeah, that was the lifters.
Oh, maybe because it didn't have oil. Sometimes when they've been sitting for a minute, we need to check, make sure it's got motor oil in it.
Okay.
Because the oil pan does look like it have an oil pan leak.
It did seem like it was like starting to clear up at least.
Yeah, and we've had to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we got cars that do that all the time.
Ed never waits for the shot. It cleared right up as soon as it fired up. It had oil in it. Oh, yeah. They probably didn't hear it because the lifter's pumped up.
Yeah, but it did take about a quart. It was a quart left.
Quart left.
But I mean, not only do these trucks leak it, but they burn it.
Yeah, so we get in a ton of these from the auction, cars and everything, all makes and models, that after they have sat for a while, as soon as we crank them, if they haven't been cranked, it rattles like crazy because there's just no oil left in the lifters or nothing. Nothing's pumped up yet, but she runs amazing. Now we just gotta get this wheel forward. Oh, I guess I should have grabbed a freaking pry bar too. I did not use my thinking cap. I don't think that shot was really holding
I don't
much up
think
either.
so, but at least we know it is out of our way now.
I just don't understand why that axle. I mean, I know we got weight on the other side, but this thing should literally just swing right around. So you just gonna crack them just a little bit. Maybe that will allow it to swing. Maybe it is like just too much stress on the U-bolts. It's probably the other side too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's mostly the other side.
You should be able to just loosen one side and not have to loosen both sides of the U-bolt, really. I was hoping the axle wouldn't be bent, but...
Well, I'm getting this loop, show them the LED strip underneath you tagging it.
I see it already blinking. Somebody put on... It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad looking. So as soon as Ed took the pressure off of this one, this shackle bolt, it shouldn't have no pressure under it, technically. Obviously, it was tightened down from the factory, but it should pivot like this. But as soon as he just spun it just a little, he didn't even put a wrench on the backside, spun it a little, and relieved it where everything come forward. So now we're just going to try to put a small wheel on it, keep these straps nice and tight on it. These straps will basically be like a 4-link, and see if we can drive this thing into the shop, because now this leaf spring should go back and rest on that when we sit the truck down. Definitely doing salvage, you got to know how to get stuff off of trailers. I think we're going to have to put a little wheel on that side. All right, let's see. I hope that tire doesn't hit the bed side. Oh, it's really close. It should be all right as long as we're careful, because I want to try to reuse his bedside. I'm not trying to replace his bedside. That strap's actually loose up top. Let's get some pressure on it. It's better to have 2 straps than 1. All right, so now both of them's got a little pressure. Let's go around to the other side and get that wheel off. And then we got to pop these straps. You got the brake? Huh? All right. Let me get back there on that back tire. So you see? It's probably gonna want to go crooked, so we're probably gonna have to work with the forklift to get it off, probably. But go ahead.
I just went and put this thing in drive. You know how it shows the numbers of the gear? This thing just said 10.
Oh, yeah, this is the 10 speed.
That's a lot of shifting.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wow.
So definitely have to keep it.
Yeah, go slow. Okay. Yep, go ahead. Just ride that brake. It's probably going to get into the fender.
Hey, if you can watch that other side, just make sure I'm good.
The other side should be, yeah, the other side we ain't got no problems with. It's going to want to, well, maybe not. Maybe the other side will keep it straight. Go slow, though, coming off, because if this catches, it's going to fold that whole bedside, mess that bedside up.
Okay. Oh, do you still have a strap on the axle?
Yeah, there's 2 straps on the axle. Go ahead and hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. Very slow. Yeah. Very slow, because it's riding on that. That's what I hate about aluminum, man, is you cannot beat that stuff back straight. Go ahead. You should be able to start cutting your wheel. We'll just go straight in. Go slow, slow, slow.
Am I gonna pop off?
No, I think you'll be okay. Go ahead. All right.
Forward?
Yeah, no. Do a burnout. All right, let's try to go all the way to the lift. Man, them taillights are ugly. Yep. When y'all are doing salvage, you just have to take your freaking time, man. Like, sometimes if you just get carried away, like, you don't want to put a bed on this truck. Like, if... Wow. Wow. There's a trailer that got connected, it says.
Am I gonna have reverse or not?
Yeah, you should have reverse, but you should be able to swing straight into the lift.
Ride high when it's tight, and then just by me loosening, probably just let the tension off.
Yeah,
of
so
it.
because that shackle is supposed to pivot, right? But I think that, you know, it was obviously tightened down from the factory, and then you loosening, or you didn't. I don't think you loosened it. All right, you probably barely loosened it because you didn't have a wrench on the backside.
Correct.
But it was enough just to let it spin.
Like it loosens some of
Yeah.
the tension. Because I do know when you put suspension together, like you're always supposed to put stuff in the ride height.
Yes.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because it'll twist up the bushings. Yep. And then, yeah, you can see the stretch right there. So normally, y'all, if you're doing salvage, look for busted paint like this right here. All this chip paint and that chip paint right there. And that's normally going to be a sign of stress in the metal. And normally that's going to get you very close. But if we get underneath here, if we look straight on that axle, I can definitely see that it's bent back. So we got to do some research. What do we got, Ed? We got the electric locker.
Yeah.
So we do have electric locker. Besides that, this looks just like a 9 to 14.
Electronic parking brakes, it's going to be different, but it looks
But
like
we
it's
just
built in all to the
caliper.
caliper, so as long as that caliper bracket is the same.
Yeah. And honestly, I might, wow, look what's going on here, Ed.
Oh, I did see that. Actually.
With the lift block. It like squished the freaking...
Man, Courtney,
Yeah.
remember how you love to say all your old shit?
I got shocks,
Yeah.
lift shocks. Yeah, because I noticed that that one shock was, yeah, y'all, this is all F-150. Yeah.
I bet you about this stuff.
Them were probably the lift ones. I got another pair down here, Ed. I don't know if they're rough country. Hey, they are. I bet, I don't know if them are fronts or rears. Look at that. That's for a 6-inch lift. Remember off that white one? That 5.4 we did, 09 or 10?
Yeah, so those are
So we got them and them.
So I guess let's just pull out what you got, and then we'll
Yeah.
come over here. How's that sound?
Yeah, we got tons of Ford stuff. Yeah, because what we need to completely measure what we got, you know, the body of it and all that. But we'll break this down and then go from there. No frame damage. I know a lot of people are scared of salvage because frame damage. It's kind of common sense. You can look at it and tell there's no frame damage. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Normally people, it's biggest reason why people don't buy salvage, because they're scared that there's going to be some same frame damage. It's just not the case. The leafs broke clean. I do got leaf springs. Don't know if they're different. What we might do, Ed, is just go ahead and swap both left to right off my parts truck to make sure they're the same rating or the same, you know.
So that's the hard one. This is the easy one.
Yeah, and then to swap normally you'd have to drop the gas tank, because Ford always puts this one in backwards. But we'll loosen this bolt and then cut this bolt head off on the inside, and then I'll put the bolt in correctly from the outside. I'm gonna do it. I wonder if they do that because there's not enough of clearance. But all we should have to do is cut the end of the bolt off, the end right there that doesn't matter, and we should have our clearance probably without taking the gas tank out of it.
No, because
you think they turn? Yeah, but look at
2 fingers.
But look at all this hanging off the end of the bolt.
Yeah, but you still have to come all the way out of the leaf spring.
Yeah, true. It's probably just too close to the gas tank for safety where they do that like that. I bet you. But we'll put ours in backwards and cut it. But it's also that way I don't have to drop the gas tank.
What do you think about the chrome letters on that's stuck on the tailgate? I kind of like it.
Oh yeah, you can't hardly see it. So this thing, I think this took a lick, Ed, and they probably. Or you think no?
I think that they just said, "Oh, I want my ball," and
Oh yeah, they couldn't get that off. I bet that's rusted on. But can't you order the pieces for this? Actually, I think you gave me something in there. That's a piece that's in that cabinet.
Yeah.
Up front, we do actually have a very nice FabTech suspension, so very nice ball joints. Don't know the lift size on this, but we will be getting rid of these wheels and putting like 22-inch platinums on there, limiteds with 37s. Man, the CV axle angles are terrible. But that's what it drew. Whenever it's down, it's not gonna be too bad. Definitely got a lot of oil buildup on the front, so we got to figure out what's leaking. I know the oil pans on all of these are notorious for leaking, but it's got a ton of oil buildup on the bottom of it, so we'll power wash it, figure out the leak. Let's see here, all the drop brackets for the sway bars. Man, I bet you that's just the oil pan, honestly, and it's probably just slinging it every freaking where. So there's a leak up top. I like the EcoBoost though. We'll definitely go ahead and do an oil pan gasket. I think they have an upgraded one. Not bad though. First impressions, not bad at all.